hate theater. Well, it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know what I do whenever I'm sitting in the dark in theater waiting for a show to begin? I pray. Dear God, please let it be a good show. And let it be short. Oh, Lord in heaven, please. 2 hours is fine, but 3 hours is too much. And keep the actors out of the audience, God. I didn't pay good money to have the fourth wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a story. And a few good songs that will take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Amen. You know, there was a time when people sat in darkened theaters and thought to themselves, my God, what if George and Ira Gershwin got for us tonight? Or can Cole Porter pull it off again? Can you imagine? Now it's just, please, Elton John, must we continue this charade? It used to be sitting there in the dark, you knew that when the show began, you would be taken to another world, a world full of color and music and glamour. And you thought to yourself, my God, when are they going to bring up the lights? Oh, how things have changed. Hello, how are we feeling this evening? I'm feeling a little bit blue myself. You know, a little anxious for no particular reason. A little sad that I should be feeling anxious at this age. You know, a little self-conscious anxiety resulting in non-specific sadness. A state that I call blue. Anyway, whenever I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And I was about to put on the soundtrack recording of Meredith Willson's The Music Man. Oh, I had a craving for a young Ronnie Howard. But then I said no. Let's have a treat. Let's disappear for a while into the decadent world of the 1920s, where the champagne flowed while the caviar chilled, and all the world was a party. For the wealthy, anyway. So I dug about, and what did I find but one of my favorite shows, Gable and Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember? Music by Julie Gable and lyrics by Sidney Stein. It's the 2-record set, remastered from the original recording made in 1928. It's the full show, including Beatrice Stockwell as the chaperone. Isn't she elegant? And this is a full 15 years before she became Dame Beatrice Stockwell. Can you believe it? Let me read you what it says on the back. It says, mix-ups, mayhem, and a gay wedding. Well, of course, the phrase gay wedding has a different meaning now. But back then, it just meant fun. And that's just what this show is. Fun. So, would you indulge me? Would you let me play the record for you now? Yes. Oh, I was hoping you would say yes. All right, now, let's visualize. Imagine, if you will, it's November 1928. You've just arrived at the doors of the Roscoe Theater in New York. It's very cold. Remember when it used to be cold in November? Not anymore. November's the new August now. It's global warming. We're all doomed! It's very cold, and a heavy gray sleet is falling from the sky, but you don't care because you're going to see a Broadway show! Listen! Isn't this wonderful? It helps if you close your eyes.
Wedding bells will ring,
just one time. Wedding bells will sound. Just ignore it. It does this occasionally. It rings. Just ignore it. It will stop soon. What? What do you want?
Hello. You have reached my answering machine. Leave a short message after the tone, and I'll call you back at my convenience. This does not guarantee a call back.
Don't! Well, that's it. The moment's ruined. Thank you! Thank you, life! Oh, it's like a cell phone going off in the theater. God, I hate that. Oh, hello, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just at the theater ruining the moment. How about you? Oh, I couldn't get out tonight, so I thought I'd just ruin the moment by proxy! Sorry. Let's just shake that off. Now, you're probably asking yourself, oh, what was that routine doing in the show? Well, it's rather simple, actually. There's a song coming up, and they needed something to allow for the set change. It's mechanics. It's just like pornography. Let me explain what I meant by that. In pornography, the story is simplistic. How do I pay for this pizza? Being the classic example. My point is, as in a musical, the story only exists to connect the longer, more engaging production numbers. What? Well, what kind of society do we live in where we can't discuss the similarities between pornography and musical theater? Don't stop clapping! Keep going! But that's just what I love about her. She just does her own thing when she wants, regardless of the needs and concerns of others. My mother was like that. I remember my wedding day. I hadn't eaten breakfast and the ceremony wasn't until 4 in the afternoon, and I do! Are you surprised that I was married? Well, there you go. You shouldn't go making assumptions about people, now should you? I'm a very complicated person. It's true, I am. I have to pee now. But I'll be quick, I promise, and while I'm gone, you can listen to the beginning of Act 2. Sorry. That song is not from the Drowsy Chaperone. That's from another musical entirely. Who comes in once a month. Can you say that? I have a woman? Well, anyway, she cleans the things that I absolutely refuse to clean, and she has a bad habit of putting away my records and in the wrong sleeves. Even though I tell her, no touch records, Carmela! No touch records! Well, I suppose that if I spoke to her in complete sentences, then maybe she would stop touching my records.
My advice to you is...
And this is it! Listen!
While you can!
You see, you can't quite make out what she says because somebody drops their cane. I'll play it for you again.
While you can!
Is she saying live while you can? Or leave while you can.
While you can.
I mean, it's Beatrice Stockwell after all, so it might just be a cynical quip. But that's exactly what you think when you're standing at the altar, isn't it? Live or leave. And you have to live because you do love her in some way. I mean, it's not exact science. An arrow doesn't come down out of the sky and point to the person you're supposed to be with. So, one day you say it to someone. You say, I love you? And you basically phrase it as a question, but they accept it as fact. And then suddenly there she is standing in front of you with a $3,000 dress on with tears in her eyes. And her nephew made the hoopah. So what do? Do you say I was kidding? I was joking? No! You live. You choose to live. And so for the next couple of months, you stare at this alien form in the bed beside you and think to yourself, who are you? Who are you? And then one day you say it out loud. And then it's trial separation and couples counseling. And all of your conversations are about her eating disorder and your Zoloft addiction. And you're constantly redefining and reevaluating and revisiting before you finally lose the deposit on the house and the entire relationship ends on a particularly ugly note with your only copy of Gypsy spinning through the air and smashing against the living room wall. That was a lot of information to get all over. Oh! Oh no! Oh, I can't believe it! Everybody stay calm! Everybody stay calm! Don't talk to anyone! Don't let yourselves be distracted! Everybody be quiet. Well, that's it. It's ruined. One note away from the end of the show when the mood is broken. Though I should just start the record again from the beginning. But I can't do that, can I? Oh, it's so frustrating. You have to understand. I love this show so much. I've never actually seen it. My mother gave me the record. This was just before my father left us. Oh, he didn't leave because of the record. But I'm sure it didn't help matters. Look, I know it's not a perfect show. The spit take scene is lame. The monkey motif is labored. But none of that matters. You have to see it. It just does what a musical is supposed to do. It takes you to another world. A world away from the dreary horrors of real life. And it gives you a little tune to carry with you in your head. For whenever you're feeling blue. You know? As we stumble along on life's funny journey. Into the blue. We look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn. or what it is, waiting to happen more way. Through life's crazy labyrinth,